happy. Do you guys want to just say good morning quickly?
Good morning, everyone.
So I was just telling the ladies that we are just really excited to connect with you because we want to connect not only with you and your ministry, but also your heart for the people you work with. But before in order to start connecting with you, we kind of just want to know a little bit about you. So we're wondering if you could just start with telling us about your family.
Okay, so I thought I would show you their photo because it's a little easier. We're visual people, aren't we? So, I don't know if are you able to see that?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so I literally just pulled it off the wall. These are my people. This is my husband, Tony. We've been married. He's from Brazil originally, and I'm from Saskatoon, and we've been married almost tomorrow to be 15 years. So it's been a pretty incredible journey that God has taken on. This is my daughter Isabella. She's 12. Lucas is 10. Josh is 6. And Olivia, our youngest and our last, is 2 years old. So it's been quite a journey that God has taken us on, from Saskatoon to moving to Abbotsford to being down here in Mexico. This summer it'll be 8 years that we've lived here as the directors of Casa de Luz. So yeah, I'm excited to go on this journey too with you as well, and to share a little bit about what God's done.
Your family is beautiful.
Thank you.
Could you tell us what you do at Casa de Luz? What is your role?
Yeah. So my husband and I, Tony, we're the co-directors of Casa de Luz alongside our local pastors. So what that means in a real day-to-day sense is we are just administering all the different aspects of the ministry. So we are interviewing new moms when they come and apply to have their children with us at the Children's Center. We are monitoring kids who are in our scholarship program. We are helping moms start their own small businesses. We are organizing all the details of our youth mentorship program and the leaders that are involved in that. And really just making sure that the logistical side of things is running. That's a lot of Tony's job. And then a lot of my role is really in one-on-one connection with the moms.
So what's your daily routine? What's a typical day look like for you?
It's the ongoing joke, because usually when Tony and I are having our Monday morning coffee, the joke is always, let's see what this week holds, because we never really know. I'm a mom of 4 kids, so we've got the parenting daily routine of getting kids up and off to school in the mornings. That's usually how we start. Isabella's in 7th grade, and so she goes to middle school. Her school starts early. Can you still hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought just maybe I had lost you for a minute. Yeah, she's up and off to school early. Then I get my youngest 2 up and off to school, and I'm usually starting up at Casa de Luz between 9 and 9:30. The full day literally will be anything from, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, started the day with a phone call from a mom who has really been struggling with depression. She literally phoned me in tears, and I was almost an hour on the phone with her, talking through, praying with her at the end, just encouraging her and motivating her, because there are so few supports here in Mexico for families in general, especially for single moms, that it just is really, really overwhelming, and life is really stressful. And so my day started with a phone call with her. We had a suspected case of maybe some child abuse that we're not sure. One of the little girls came and had some bruising, so we were talking through that. Then we're planning our Easter service, so we're talking through the details of that. So that was sort of the morning. In the afternoon, I went and picked up the kids from school and piano lessons, and came home and had supper, and just regular sort of family life. So I know that we're all in our contexts always trying to juggle the different responsibilities of parenting and ministry and outreach and work and our husbands and all the different responsibilities. So it's the same here in Mexico. Mm-hmm.
Wow, sounds like a lot of things for one day.
Yeah, life is full. Life is full.
Is there anything that we can be praying for you today and in the next few weeks?
It's been an interesting season here at Casa de Luz. I think we've had more struggles, but we've also seen God do some really amazing transformations in some of the moms. And one of the moms, Mary Bell, she came to us. I wish I had a photo of her. I'll maybe send it to you and you can show the ladies at some point. But she came to us with 2 children. She had just found out literally on the way here from the south of Mexico that she was pregnant with her 3rd, escaping addictions and abuse and a really horrible situation in the south. And we have just seen God over the last 2 years. She always had said to me, there's a part of me that I can't surrender. There's a part of me that I'm not really willing to let God have. And it was at our mom's monthly meeting in November. We did an outreach night where we had this lady from church come and share, and it was this really powerful night. And at the end, she came up, like tears streaming down her cheeks, and she said, "This is my night." She said, "It almost makes me want to cry." She said, "This is my night," and I hugged her, and it was like that moment of surrender for her. So she is now set to be baptized on the Easter weekend. She has decided that she's going to take that step of faith with her kids. So I think one of the main things I would ask is just that you would join me in asking God to keep breaking through the darkness in these women and breaking through, bringing hope, bringing light. So she is more than a prayer request, I guess. She would be a reason to give thanks for what he's doing. Quickly, the 2 others we're just in the process. Our dream is to launch the youth center, which I was sharing about a little bit when I was up at the conference there. So just praying for God's provision for the youth center. We're selling necklaces. Got mine on. Kate has 1,200 that we just sent up there, and I know she's been promoting those and selling them. So that is a huge piece towards continuing the construction. Our goal is to open this summer, just to have a youth center here that is open to youth in the community. That's kind of the first prayer request. The second one is we have coming up in the month of May an outreach that our church is doing, which is a weekend retreat to addicts in our community. And we are just really believing that it is going to be something that shifts the atmosphere here in our town, because drug addiction is just something that has literally such a chokehold, especially on the youth in our town. So our church is raising funds and really mobilizing itself for a very strategic weekend where we would invite people that are involved in the drug trade. So just praying into that as well.
Thanks so much, Erin. Can we just pray for you really quick right now?
Sure. Yeah.
Ladies, you can just join me in prayer. Lord, we thank you for Erin. We thank you for what you are doing through her and her family. And we praise you for what you are doing in the hearts of the women around her, especially in Mary Bell. And we ask that you just continue to give Erin wisdom as she parents her children, as she works with people in the ministry, and as she does what you've called her to do. And also, Lord, we just want to pray for this youth center, that you would show them how they can really minister through it, and that this construction would happen on time and on budget, and that there would be enough money for it. Also, Lord, in this outreach to addicts, that you would just give the church every tool they need to reach out and to bless and to change lives. So, Lord, we thank you for this time. We thank you that we could connect with Erin, and we just pray a blessing over her day. Amen.
Thank you.
Well, Erin, before you go, I'm going to turn this around so you can at least see some of these ladies.
Sure.
See how this goes.
Oh, yeah, we want her to see the lady.
There you go.
Oh, hi, everyone. Oh, it's so great to see you. So good.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
And I'll have Caitlin sign off there. Bye, Erin. So it's always good to know who our partners are in mission.